I'm making a little short video on the Seals and Crofts live performance that was on Bert Sugarman's Midnight Special. And what I want to cover is a chord in the verse that a lot of the YouTube people have as their lesson that I think they're missing a few things. So this is open to criticism and comments as I'm trying to figure out exactly what Jim Seals is doing. So this is the verse. The second verse is really clear in that live video. It occurs at approximately 1:26, and it's where he goes a little music from the place next door. And in that, he's going from the A minor 7 strum to the G. Okay? And then something interesting he does is he doesn't play this G like this, which a lot of instructions give, but it's interesting on the last up strum, I believe he's placing his finger here on this on the E. It's hard to tell if he's putting it on the E or on the B. And then he goes from that G major to a D, and then to the A, which is very clear. Many people have that in the instruction. But then for that last ending part of the chord, there are 4 strums that he does, and he seems to have his second finger on the, this is pretty clear, I think second finger on the B, but what he does is with the pick, you could tell he hits just the top open E string, hits the top open E string, so there's going to be 4 downstrokes that he makes. So the top E string he hits, and then I believe he's going to strum all the way down, but you're going to notice that he puts his third finger on that E string, and I believe he's just muting it. That's something that I think he does throughout this. So he's going to then strum down on the second strum, hitting I guess an E major, so that's the second strum. So remember, the first strum is he hits the top E, and then he strums down, but he's going to lightly mute it with his third finger as he goes down the second strum. And on the third strum, it's really hard to tell. I'm not sure if he is doing I guess this would be an E7. So the second finger, the middle finger, is on the B, but it appears that he puts his first finger, it's hard to tell if it's on the D string as a D sharp, or if he puts it on the G string as a G sharp as he strums down. Okay? And then on the third strum, it might be too that he's actually just muting, this G note, so it's not ringing out. And then, of course, then the very last strum on the fourth one is clearly the A minor 7. So once again, it's the first strum is a open G, hits that just the top string, open E. Okay, the second strum almost looks like an E7. It's hard to tell if that first finger is up or down, but it's definitely there. Okay, strumming down. So it's either an E7 or he's just muting the, it's hard to tell, the D string or the G string. Okay. And then on the third strum too, this might be just completely open, strumming all the strings with a mute on the D. It's really hard to tell these second and third strums. But then the fourth strum is that distinctive A minor 7. So I'd be really interested to hear if people have some comments about what he's doing. None of the instructional videos cover this. They don't cover that G chord there after the A minor 7, where he goes to the G chord. He fingers it definitely like this with the second finger on the top E and the third finger on the high E as he does that G chord. But on the one strum coming out of it, he definitely is putting his finger on, either he's fingering that E note or he's muting it. It's hard to tell, and it could be one of these 2 strings. Okay, thank you.